super basic. We're going to, number one, articulate clearly who you are and what you care about. And then we're going to, two, identify what kinds of organizations and people you want to help. And I know sometimes people get stuck here, because they think, oh, I don't know. But this is an opportunity to just experiment. Say, well, what if I put this in? What if I put that in, right? And that's part of this listening to the market and letting the market guide you. So just be very playful with this and experiment. And then those two things, who you are and what you care about, who they are and who you want to help, and put that together as a basic prompt. So I wanted to show you one example of that I did. And I'm just going to read this to you, and then I'm going to show you the results that I got. The first step, articulate clearly who you are. This is someone who said, I'm a creative strategist and visual designer who works with social impact organizations in the US, right? That's about her and what she cares about. As a design partner, I aim to bring a blend of practical problem solving, empathy, and a commitment to ethical, sustainable practices to elevate the impact of the organizations I work with. All right, that's about her. And then step two, who does she want to work with? And she said, I'm looking for global nonprofits that support and invest in solutions that people and our planet need. They are committed to transformative change and the big picture. They aren't satisfied with perpetuating the status quo. They are bold and brave, and they work tirelessly. Two elements, I put them together as a basic prompt, just those two things. And then I asked the question, can you give me a list of 10 people or organizations that might be a good fit for me? And I'm also saying, I don't want major players. Give me mid-tier or medium size, and please include the websites too. And the reason I'm doing that is because sometimes when we get the results from the AI and it's like these huge names or huge organizations or huge companies, and you think, oh no, they're never going to want to work with me, which may or may not be true. We don't know that, but I happen to know that a lot of people have that thought. And so you can bypass it by simply asking for a lower tier, smaller size, less well-known, whatever it is that you want. So that's one way around that idea, just in case that ever happens to you. But let me show you the results that I got when I did this. Here we are on perplexity.ai, one of my favorites still. And again, I simply put all of that, they call it context, into the question box. And I got 10. I like to ask for 10 because I really don't want anyone to be overwhelmed. And if you get too many, it's much more likely you're going to get overwhelmed. So here's a list of 10 mid-tier and medium-sized global nonprofits that support transformative change and sustainable solutions for people and the planet. So taking some of the details and the adjectives that were in the prompt about her and what she's looking for, and using that to look for companies and organizations. And so then what do you do with this? So for example, let's look at, here's one that I clicked on the link, and this is Landesa. That looks like an interesting one that could fit the description, the criteria of this person. And so then what we want to do is go to LinkedIn, right? You take this information to LinkedIn, and I did a search for the company, and I found the company. So that's how I got here. And then I'm going to go look at the page, and I'm going to look at the people, because we're looking for the communications director or someone like that. And we got a bunch of people who either work with them or for them. And here is a guy named Tyler, who is the communications director. So from here, I could reach out and invite Tyler to connect and tell him why I'm interested in him, what it is about this organization that made me want to reach out to him and get a conversation going, right? That's what we're talking about here. All right. Bye, y'all.